Hey guys, in this video I want to talk about forming guilds in Guild Wars 2. This is going to be the first part of the series. I'm going to have two parts actually. This part is going to be planning, and I don't know if you heard this quote or not. It's by Winston Churchill. He who failed to plan, plans to fail. So, with that in mind, you need to plan as much as possible since you have 26 days left, 25 days left until Guild Wars 2. If you're thinking about forming a guild and wanting it to be successful when Guild Wars 2 comes out. So, another thing to keep in mind that running a guild is hard work, and from time to time it will probably put stress on you if you don't handle it correctly. So before forming a guild, there are some questions that you need to ask yourself. So here are the basics. Number one, what kind of guild do you want your guild to be? Whereas it could be PvE, PvP, or both, or just role playing, RP, etc. Will it be hardcore? Will it be semi-hardcore or casual? These are things that players who are looking for guilds will look for at first, to see if it's compatible with them or not. Okay, what will you call your guild? Naming is really important. Some people have problems naming their guild. If you're coming from an old guild, will you name it the same name, or do you want to start fresh and name your new guild differently? You need to map out your guild rules. What sort of guild rules will you, heed? Is that a word? Will you put in place? Will it, be free for all, or will you have dictatorship, or whatever? Where will you locate your guild? What server? Figure that out. Do you want it on a high pop server? Do you want it on a server with people, other popular people such as Team Legacy and stuff like that? Or do you want it on a low pop and hopefully you could build something out of it? Your website, your forums, do you have that up already? If so, are you going to reamp it from your old one? Definitely get your members to start discussing several topics. Keeps the guild active before getting into Guild Wars 2, and probably pick up a few other games to play besides just sitting around. Okay. Second topic would be guild hierarchy and permissions. Who will you choose to be your officers, your right-hand man, and stuff like that? How can you trust them? What will they have to do to gain your trust? And more importantly, what are their responsibilities? And how many, depending on how big your guild is, officers will you have? This is all the questions that you need to ask yourself to avoid guild corruptions. Number two, influence in the guild. Those are the points that you gain for every time a member does something, whether it is winning a PvP match, turning in a quest, or simply just logging on or gaining an achievement. Influence can be spent on several things, so you need to spend them wisely and map out what should be spent first and what should be spent, later on, which is more important. Okay, guild bank policy. Who can access the guild bank? What will the guild bank currency or supplies be used for? Is it all for yourself? Is it for everyone to use? Is it just for the officers? Is it just for the veterans? You decide, but keep in mind that make sure you need to be in charge of it and keep it, you know, active and not all sitting there and just rotting away. Topic number 3: recruitment and guild caps. How will you recruit people? Are you gonna spam the server when you start, or are you gonna post on forums, or just pretty much just word of mouth? Personally, I like to recruit as many people as possible, maybe just 18 plus. This is so I can weed out people later. It's easier to weed out people than, you know, having a slow process of accumulating people. This is one thing you need to keep in mind, is that influence works on when they join the guild. You instantly get influence, and the things they do will gain you influence. So you want as many people in the guild as possible. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put everyone on trial list for a month at least, unless they already applied to, you know, on my forums and everything. Those are full members already. I consider them, unless they get, you know, they screw up and they, you know, dishonor themselves or something, and I'll demote them. Number 2, decide on who's coming back from other games and how many. So basically, I have a few people from World of Warcraft that will be joining me in Guild Wars 2. So I've played with them for quite a while, so they're definitely going to be part of the group. Okay. Number 3, ensure that you publicize your recruitment policy and how you interview your new members. So make sure you let them know why your guild is recruiting, how you're recruiting him, and what specifically who you're looking for in a player. Number 4, what is your approach in multi-guilding and alliances? So pretty much in Guild Wars 2, you could be on different servers in different guilds. So let's say if you transfer to server B, you'll be in another guild. 7 days later, you don't like that guild, you could transfer back, play with them, and 7 days you switch back and forth. Are you gonna have that policy? Are you gonna allow switching back and forth like that, or do you just need dedicated member to your guild only? Who are you gonna give permission to invite other people into your guild? Honestly, I will probably give full member ability to invite, so, you know, people can get the guild started a lot faster. More people in the guild equals more influence. For now, honestly, if a trial member steps out of line, first warning, second warning, he's out. There's no 3 chances here. You only get 1 warning. Okay. Topic number 4. Communication is key. Obviously, if you don't have Ventrilo, Mumble server, or anything like that for now, then you need to probably get one. I would probably post up a guide on how to get a free 100 slot Mumble server. It's pretty damn good. I'm using it right now, actually. Number 2 on this is who's gonna pay for that. Scratch that out. If you use my guides, all free. If not, then we have like a donation system, whereas you donate in-game currency, or you can donate, you know, real-life currency, money. Real-life currency, what? Communicate things to your member, keep them updated on stuff like that. Don't have any, you know, surprises for your members. So most of the time, people hate it. Okay. Events and activities. Think of those things and try to make it happen. Events, activities, and guilds are meant to be fun and keep people, you know, active and known to each other, but don't make it boring and a waste of time. People hate that, and they might think of leaving your guild. Make it something, you know, where you can level at the same time. You go on giant group hunts to raid bosses and whatnot, you know, world bosses, world versus world event, where you can actually gain EXP, because that's what people want in the beginning of the release. Okay, the guild cap. This is the slots in your guild. Initially, when you first make your guild, you only get 50 slots for members, and then you have to pay and so forth. Next tier up is 100 slots or 1 silver, 200 for 10 silver, 300 for 1 gold, 400 for 1 gold, 500 for 2 gold, and a total of 4 gold and 12 silvers. So if you want to get that 500 slot, me personally, I'm probably going to aim for that 200 slot for now. And that will definitely help. You don't want to make your guild too big. You could expand later on. It's okay. Obviously, there are several ways you could raise money, farm for yourself. You could buy the gems from, you know, the real money cash shop, whatever, convert it to the gold. Or you could, you know, ask people to contribute to make the slots even more, but don't, you know, make it so like you seem too greedy and doing it all for yourself. Okay. Alliances. Are you going to have alliances with any other guilds, or are you just going to be solo and wanting to be top server always? That's something you need to keep in mind. If you are going to have alliances, make sure they're all updated, be on the same Mumble server and such, and whatnot. Maybe same forums as well, stuff like that. Guild masters, make sure you know the guild structures, how to edit ranks, how to edit guild emblems, claim unclaim, World War Force, queue upgrades, modify upgrades in process, activate stuff like that. Activate build upgrades, admin lower ranks, edit message of the day, display guild emblem, guild stats deposit, withdraw, treasure trove deposit, withdraw, and new members. Make sure you know, Google all that. Probably put up a guide for the next video as well. Okay, pretty much in summary, forming a guild is pretty difficult and it requires a lot of hard work and dedication. I mean, if you're gonna play the game, you definitely don't want to be stressful about it, and if you feel like you're a natural born leader, feel free to, you know, make your own guild, and but prepare mentally and physically, able to handle all the drama and stuff like that. Well, this video is done. This is part 1, and it's been part 1. For part 2, just make sure you subscribe, and I'll release part 2 real soon on how you can prepare your guild in Guild Wars 2. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. See ya. Okay. That's pretty much it. Just in summary, finding a guild is really hard work. Oh my god! Way to ruin the video! Hello?